Araldo Energy, today is 24th of April 2018. Go left. When things don't go right, go left. By Lemony Snicket. How was my day yesterday? I, in the morning, got a cut out piece of paper in the shape of a boomerang. And this has to do with me before going to bed on the previous day, I wrote her a short text on Facebook, which was an abstract kind of poetry thing about a stick that about a boomerang that when thrown doesn't come back, and a stick that feels weird because of being thrown in a way that it spins around itself very fast. Anyway, I tried to have some things that I have in my head in the kind of storytelling that I use in CoLegend, and I tried to somehow get things inside of me, express them in a very abstract way to Corinna in this case. And the boomerang maybe didn't come back, but the paper boomerang did come back. So there was something that came back, which was a nice gesture, which I think is a nice gesture. And there was also a quote from her added onto that boomer stick, which was that it's a German quote saying that the tone creates the melody, or the tone creates the music. I guess that's the translation here. Anyway, I don't want to go into detail here, but I really like the gesture. And then later on during the day, and that was a big part, I did a coaching session together with Florian, and I spent time with him thinking about his habits and trying to get him to the point where he defines what his top habits are and things like that. And I noticed that there was a lot of resistance, which I have a lot of empathy for. And I really liked that later on I also got a message from him saying that he appreciates that I stick with him even though things are not that easy. I think that's where really gold lies sometimes. And at the same time, there's this tendency that it might be just a general strategy to go with resistance in order to not really move forward. Either way, the challenge is the challenge, and I want to identify what it is and see if I can help. Then later on, when it came to table tennis, I was on the phone with Elena, and I did go there, although I was a bit slow because somehow I was really not getting out of the door when it came to table tennis. Instead, somehow running around, not sure what to do, while on the phone, thinking that it's time for table tennis, but being a little hesitant. Anyway, then I went there, and I pretty quickly figured out that there's a tournament today, so I would not be able to. So that would involve for me to wait until there's a free table and stuff like that. So I instead turned home and continued to work, and I implemented the habits front end to the point where at the end of the day, I was able to also push it live, but a very primitive version where I can just add my habits just to already have an option to track them. And also I removed icons and then replaced them with emojis as icons for them. Anyway, then later on I had some intimate time with Corinna, and there was also some frustration on her side because she wanted to go to bed early. At the same time, the sex was not that short, or not as she had wished. And so that was a bit of a weird or awkward moment in the end, where she wanted to part, but at the same time wasn't sure how to handle the situation. So that was something that I maybe also want to reflect, talk. Is making sure that I do my evening routine today. that's it from my side. I wish you a legendary day. Feedback is welcome as always, and I rock.